Legendary Mexican-American from East LA, gold medalist Oscar de la Hoya says he was falling asleep during Canelo payday. You want payday? I know that. Versus Hell no, guys. Hey, Max fight sock. Golovkin part 3. He said he was falling asleep until his girl grabbed his booty. He also says that Canelo Alvarez put up a dud. The fight was a dud, and Canelo cannot hold Bernard Hopkins' jockstrap. This is what I will talk about in this video. What up, Fight World? It's your boy, Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. What I need from everyone that is watching this video, if you can hear me, hit the subscribe button. We're on the road to 300K. Hit the red and white button. Tap in with me for all the latest and greatest in boxing. Let's get busy. Now, you see this picture right here. This is Oscar de la Hoya and his current girlfriend, Holly. And you see the caption. It says, I was falling asleep until Holly Saunders grabbed my ass. Until Holly Saunders grabbed my booty. And that's what Oscar de la Hoya, and it looks like he's in the crowd for the particular fight. And that's what Oscar de la Hoya posted. In addition, look right there. This is a tweet from Oscar de la Hoya. On his verified page, Oscar says, the truth is everyone is afraid of speaking the truth. The fight was a effing dud. Dud. Triple G was old as F-U-C-K, old as uck, and Canelo can't hold Bernard Hopkins' jockstrap. I don't know what's up with the kissy owl emoji pictures and the wink, but you know, whatever. You know, De La Hoya, that's how he chose to put this message out. Wow. Former promoter of Canelo Alvarez, this is what he had to say, and this is his impression. So Oscar, I'm gonna be real, I don't always agree with some of the stuff he does or says. To each his own. But when it comes to this, I agree. The fight with Canelo Golovkin 3 was a letdown. It was a dud. The fight sucked. It was trash. It was very clear. Everything that Ego Stradamus told you in my past videos, that this was a cherry pick, that the fight with Triple G and Canelo was chosen for a specific reason, right? It was chosen. That reason being Triple G was no longer looking like the same fighter. Triple G had no experience in this new weight class, 168. Triple G has only fought a handful of times in the last several years, so basically spotty in terms of activity. He was 40 years old, gonna be 41 next year. Like, not even just, and this is not, because on my channel, I don't do a bunch of stuff and try to get personal and all that. We keep it professional. But this is just my observation. Not only did Triple G, he looked insanely slow. He looked like he never knew he even had power. But on top of that, like what we've seen, like in terms of the fight, the physical appearance of Triple G looked older. Like his hair, just everything. Like he just looked older. He didn't look like the Triple G that knocked out Daniel Gill and fought Kell Brook and things like that. So I made a statement. Some would even call that a bold statement. Before the fight with Canelo Triple G, I said after this weekend, we may have seen the end of Canelo's era. Like Canelo says, me Etta. And now I back that statement 1,000%. I know I said it before, so of course I believe this to be the case. But even after seeing the fight, I believe more so. I feel reaffirmed that this is the case, where I'm not saying Canelo is not going to fight anymore, but the whole era of Canelo, it's starting to make a turn south, because it was a pro Canelo crowd for the Canelo Golovkin part 3. At the weigh-in, people were cheering. At the fight, you seen Mexico flags or Mexican flags, Canelo headbands, you know, people with Canelo shirts, CA emblems. And during this fight, multiple times throughout the fight, they booed. So the pro Canelo crowd was booing the fight during the fight. So that's bad. When you get booed by your own like people or your own pro crowd, that's very telling, especially for a guy like, I really can't recall another Canelo fight where Canelo's fans booed him, you know, him being a star and being around for so long. I don't remember a specific time that I could say where, like, and Canelo has had some fights that were ultimately, you know, not scintillating. But this is the first time I remember the crowd booing because they knew how trash it was. So it's hard to disagree with Boxing Ego, and it's very hard to disagree with what De La Hoya is saying. The fight was a dud. I don't really know anyone who claims this fight to be epic or entertaining. And it was almost like there was a fight didn't even break out in the first 8 rounds. And then the rounds 9, 10, 11 were maybe the best action. And even that was mid. It wasn't like this legendary barn burner. I mean, you could say whatever you want, but as long as you're not biased, racist, or, you know, you have this insane favoritism, tell me you could watch Errol Spence versus Sean Porter, we'll say, and you were bored out of your mind in the same fashion. Tell me Sean Porter and Errol Spence was not a better fight for you to watch. Tell me that Tyson Fury and Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder was not a better trilogy. Look at the third fight. The third fight probably had the most ups and downs of Wilder versus Fury. Wilder gets dropped. Wilder comes back, drops Tyson Fury twice. It looks bad for him. And then Fury ends up knocking out Wilder. That's how they capped off their trilogy. Watch the Wilder Fury trilogy and then watch this and tell me this was a great trilogy for boxing, right? Wilder Fury trilogy, he knocked him down 2 times in the first fight. Fury knocked Wilder down a couple times in the second fight. And then there was probably like 4 or 5 knockdowns in the third fight. And I know it's the heavyweight division, but still it's a boxing trilogy. This will not go down as a legendary trilogy in the same vein as Marco Antonio Barrera and Eric Morales. Canelo, this did not help him. This hurt him. De La Hoya, Mexican legend, Mexican-American legend, gold medalist, great fighter. He's saying it was fight. The fight was horrible. And Triple G looks super old. And it just sounds like a disappointment. This is like celebrities that De La Hoya might not have even had to pay for a ticket, and he don't like it. And then he's saying Canelo can't hold Hopkins' jockstrap. So this definitely hurt Canelo's stock and his brand, even in victory, more so than maybe even the loss to Bivol, because losing to Bivol, okay, Bivol's bigger than you a little bit, and he's a champion, and it was his weight class that you were fighting for. So people can maybe accept that. But the way this fight looked, you guys knew each other for 24 past rounds, sparred together, and the fight was this lackluster and such a dud. Wouldn't be prudent. SLC, subscribe, like, comment. I'm the best is busy, but y'all knew that. Introducing Super Thanks. Right here on the official Boxing Ego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with the $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a super thanks. A brand new, interactive, and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s Link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We work.